Welcome everyone. Today I'm sharing a real world case study on how we slashed e-commerce query latency by 74% on the peak traffic. This wasn't just a routine cleanup, it was a high stakes database performance engineering project where we had to stabilize a massive 2.5 terabyte MySQL setup that was buckling under load, crashing CPU usage down from a dangerous 98%. Um, Crucially, we achieved this entirely at the infrastructure and database level. Zero client-side code refactoring was required. So the big picture, to give you the bird's eye view, our e-commerce platform hit a critical bottleneck during major flash sales, threatening both system stability and business revenue. By pinpointing the root database issues, our system successfully restored absolute stability, dramatically improved response times, and fully protected our bottom line. The most valuable part of this success story is that we shielded our application developers. The fixes required zero changes to the application code itself. Let's look at the breaking point. We're running a single monolithic 2.5 terabytes MySQL database on heavily under provisioned EC2 instance. The symptoms were like flash sale heat, the system choked, API latency skyrocketed past 4.5 seconds, and the database began throwing connection exhaustion errors, locking out users. This wasn't just a tech problem, it was a financial emergency. Cart abandonment jumped by 31%, directly impacting trust and draining revenue during our highest value sale windows. So, as far as the timeline, we didn't have weeks. We executed a highly focused three-part optimization strategy over a frantic 48-hour sprint. First thing we worked on was scaling. First, we introduced read-write segregation by developing two Amazon Aurora MySQL read replicas to instantly offload heavy read traffic from the primary instance. And then we proceeded to do optimization, where we comb through the slow query logs to perform a targeted query tuning and implementing missing and high impact indexes. And then as far as the control, we finally introduced a proxy SQL into the architecture. This allowed us to implement efficient connection pooling and multiplexing, preventing the database from being overwhelmed by raw connection counts. The numbers speak for themselves. Average latency dropped by 74%, plummeting from an unusable 4.6 seconds down to a crisp 1.2 seconds. Database CPU utilization during peak traffic dropped from a critical 98% down to 42%, leaving plenty of headroom for future growth. As far as the bottom line is concerned, most importantly, checkout timeout errors were completely wiped out, resulting in 100% uptime during our high velocity flash sales. If you want, I can help prepare a presentation by drafting answers to any of the questions that you may have. So just let us know what your requirements are, and we are more than willing to step in and do the heavy lifting for you. Remember, at PL Tech, we are performance tuning gurus, and we can't wait to work with you. Thanks.